Let's start this again. So my name is David McDevitt, and I'm running for United States Congress to replace Jamie Herrera Butler. I've lived in Washington State for about 5 years, and my mother's lived here for about 35 years. So I feel warm and welcome in Washington State. I started my adult life as an 11-year-old. I know that sounds funny, and sadly it isn't. My father passed away, and I turned 21 the day I told my sisters that he had passed away. I became entrepreneurial, and I persuaded the San Francisco Chronicle to start billing all of their customers 3 months in advance. I changed the company. At 18, not having parental support to go to university, I joined the military and served for 6 years in the United States Army. On completion of service, I returned, and for my university career, I've completed a bachelor's in business, a master's in business, and most recently a Juris Doctorate. I'm licensed to practice law, despite the fact that I never have. But I'll tell you, when you go back to school in your mid-40s and you take law school classes with 20-somethings, you're in competition. Well, we're in competition today. We're in competition for a seat in the House of Congress so that we can represent all of the people in southwestern Washington that deserve that representation. Workers, women, veterans, millennials, laborers, you name it, senior citizens. If I'm elected to Congress, I intend to fight for expansion and enhancement of Social Security. We've got to raise the cap. We've got to change the cost of living factor. I'm committed to fighting for 15 so that we raise the minimum wage. It's entirely too late. And it's not a good thing that the minimum wage has fallen so far below a living wage. Anybody working 40 hours a week deserves a living wage. And for southwestern Washington, we need to invest in infrastructure, transportation and infrastructure. And I've got some serious ideas about that, and I want to suggest that there's no reason why we can't have a mass transit system to get from anywhere in Clark County to downtown Portland in less than 30 minutes. They do it all over the world. Bay Area Rapid Transit, Metro in Washington, D.C., Minneapolis, St. Paul, Paris, London, and we can do it here too. But like all campaigns, we can't do it alone. We've got to raise $500,000 or more. What does that mean? Well, we've got enough people in the room here that if every one of you went home today and committed to a $40 a month for the next 7 months sustaining donor plan, we would have a serious campaign and we would beat Jamie Herrera Butler. So what does $40 look like? Well, that's $1.33 a day. That's less than a cup of coffee. You'd buy a friend a cup of coffee, wouldn't you? So how about buying a cup of coffee for the campaign? Every single one of you, every day. We'll have enough funds to make this campaign for real. And for senior citizens that are living on a fixed income, you need to be concerned because our GOP candidates for the presidency are talking about a 20% cut in benefits. If you're receiving $1,000 a month, That's $200 a month. So that makes a $40 a month campaign investment a very good investment. So I invite you to join me in this campaign to beat Jamie Herrera Butler. And you can visit my website. It's mcdevittforcongress.com. I'll be featured, I'm sure, on a number of sites. And I hope you'll visit my website and join the campaign. We'll need volunteers as well. And I appreciate your time this morning, or now that it's this afternoon, actually, and wish you the best for the rest of the day. Thank you so much.